Well, let's talk now to Karl Schembri, who's from the Norwegian Refugee Council. Karl, good to see you. Welcome. Tell us about the Norwegian Refugee Council's operation in Sudan. What are you doing and how extensive is your operation?
Well, right now, our operations are pretty much at a standstill, except in some safer areas, including where your reporter was just reporting from in Wad Madani, Gedaref, eastern side of Khartoum. We've managed to reach out to some of the displaced, thousands fleeing there. The rest is out of bounds for my colleagues, some of them fleeing for their own lives in Khartoum, in Darfur, especially in Janaina, and Al-Fashir, also in Darfur. It's been a nightmare, really, with our colleagues and their families coming under fire, the aid infrastructure, our facilities have been looted in Darfur and Janaina. It's unoperable right now as the fighting rages on, and our colleagues are risking their lives, would be risking their lives if they had to distribute any kind of aid. Before all this, we were pretty much across all of Sudan, working with the displaced, with the refugees. As you said, just 14% of the funding before all this started was available for the response, the humanitarian aid inside Sudan. That's before all this started, before 15th of April. From now on, we're back to square one. We need billions more, and we need. It's still being worked out how bad the aid needed will be once there is some kind of peace.
Karl, you'll have seen the United Nations warning in the last few hours of what they describe as a humanitarian catastrophe. Based on what your people are telling you and your experience, what is your outlook?
I mean, we're looking at the unthinkable. No one even thought that the capital city of Sudan would end up in this catastrophe. It's an apocalyptic scenario. People, our own colleagues, have been telling me they've destroyed the capital city. It's now in ruins, and it will take months or years even to be able to resume some kind of normality. What we need right now is a real effort from the international community, as big as an effort as they put in evacuating their own citizens, in getting the two sides of this conflict to stop this insanity, to allow us to reach the most vulnerable who need our aid, and to give a respite to the millions of civilians who are caught in this insanity.
Beyond the hopes for a diplomatic and swift solution, what supplies are running out fastest? What is your intelligence in terms of food and clean water and medical supplies for those directly affected?
For those caught in the fighting, supplies ran out very quickly, especially in the capital, as they were never used to this kind of emergency. So food and water, areas of Khartoum have been completely out of water for more than 2 weeks now because the water station was hit in the very first hours of the fighting. Medical aid, medical supplies, not just running out, they've also been massively looted across the country in a very shameful episode of attacks on civilian supplies. Power is on and off in many areas, mostly off, hours on end, over 12 hours of blackouts. So, yeah, it's pretty much everything is needed right now. And where things are available, like in Wad Madani, they are extremely overpriced because of their scarcity. So fuel only available on the black market, water and bottled water, drinking water and food, their prices going up day by day as they get scarcer and scarcer.
Karl, thank you for talking to us. Good luck with your work. That's Karl Schembri from the Norwegian Refugee Council.